Hey collective, hi, how are you? I want to say thank you so much to those of you who have left your amazing comments. I really appreciate each and every one of you. And I have to say that I spend a lot of time in tears reading your amazing comments, and I just love you all so very much. So for those of you who are just seeing the new setup, this is just very temporary, this particular setup, because I am in a hotel right now looking for an apartment. I'm going to tell you guys all about the amazing story once I get a place and get settled in. But just know that right now I'm on an adventure. So, also, if you're interested in your own personal private reading, you can send me an email. My email will always be in the description box, and I can hook you up with your own personal private reading. Also, I do a monthly giveaway for one person to win a free 15-minute reading from me, and all you have to do is be subscribed. Because it is, equal energy exchange. So be a subscriber and like the videos and comment anything, because then that way, like, I choose someone from the comments that is subscribed and has liked the video, and I'll just like randomly choose someone. So, and if you're wanting to partake and potentially be chosen as someone that I give a prophecy reading to, I'm going to be doing a video where I do a collective prophecy reading and then choose several different people that have put a crystal ball emoji in the comments, and I'll choose like a handful of people to give their own prophecy message to in that collective prophecy reading. Okay. So if you'd like to go ahead and set your intention for the reading, I don't have my singing bowl, but I do have tuning forks that we're going to use to clear the energy for myself and yourself and to help set the tone. So sorry guys. Thank you, Divine Holy Spirit, Divine Source Energy. Thank you, angels, archangels, ascendant masters, ancestors, spirit guides, higher light beings. Thank you, galactic ancestors. For the good of all and to the harm of none, I call upon you now and invite you here into this space to help me grasp messages and answers that need to be delivered to the collective of souls that find their way here. I thank you for enlightening the cards with clear and easy to understand, honest, accurate, trustworthy answers and messages that come from the divine. Thank you for allowing me to see, hear, feel, and know the messages that you have for the collective that are only of the highest God and to the harm of none, with peace, love, light, and gratitude. So it is. I'm just going to set my tuning fork out the way so I don't accidentally knock it in the floor. Okay. See. Thank you, Divine Holy Spirit. I'm seeing, okay, so as soon as I split the deck, I saw the Paul's card, and there are T's. Some of you are in a very safe place right now, and you don't even realize it. That's just what I seen as soon as I seen this. It feels like you could be like in a temporary place. Oh my goodness, that relates. But in a temporary place that is a very safe place for you right now, whether this is like physically, okay, emotionally, mentally, you're in a possibly like going through your own transition right now, and Spirit's trying to let you know that this is so they're saying a woman giving birth. So it's like you're I don't know why they said a woman giving birth. So it's like you're going through some sort of transition, but it's like safe passages, and I just heard them say yes. So safe passages, it's like you're going through some sort of transition where you're protected, okay. It's like you're protected, you're going through some sort of transition emotionally, mentally, spiritually, maybe financially for some of you. But basically they're saying that whatever this transition is that you're going through, that you are safe, you are protected. What is blocking them from their higher self at this time, Spirit? Those that are tuned in, that will tune in, what is blocking them from their higher self at this time of viewing the video, Spirit? Oh, divine timing. Oh, so right now, I don't really see this so much as like a block from your higher self. However, for some of you it can be. But right now, oh, you're going through a situation where you're having to wait for perfect timing, and maybe have been doing some prayer. Also, prayer doesn't have to be where you get on your hands and knees and you're like begging, you know. Prayer is for me personally, this is my take on prayer. It's about just taking a moment to be connected with the all there is, which is you. You know, it's like, you know, Jesus says, for it is true, ye are really gods, right? So if ye are gods, then thou shalt not put no other God above God. Then you should not put no other gods above yourself. Anyways, I'm not going to like get into all of that because those are my own personal views. But anyways, so this is a time. I feel like I want to like restart the reading because I hate that I don't like to put my own personal views into the reading, but Spirit was giving me that. Spirit was giving me that to give. So, and I'm channeling right now. I've opened myself up to channel. So it's like, anyways, Spirit is basically saying to spending time in prayer, you know, and whatever prayer is to you, basically. Yes, okay, that was the point of them showing me my prayer. So whatever prayer is to you, spending that time in prayer. But with the divine timing card, patience may be something that you're having difficulty with right now. You could be constantly like watching the clock, waiting. When is this going to happen? Or like constantly, I'm seeing someone checking their phone, like you're checking notifications, checking for a notification, checking for a message even, but it's like you're waiting on something here. Maybe waiting for something to work out, and it's like watching the clock is like sitting there watching a pot boil, you know, pot of water boil, waiting for it to boil. What is that? My granny always said, a watched pot never boils. So it's like that type of energy, just kind of sit back and know that you've cut the water on, you cut the stove on rather, and you know that it's going to boil. So just kind of step back and let it do its thing type of thing. And it's like, that is what I'm picking up for you guys. This is a very interesting message that we're getting here. So the next card that came out is Strength. So I want to see what the book says about this strength, if it's anything like the Strength card in the tarot, because this is an oracle deck, you guys. So I just want to see, like, is this Strength card on the in the tarot deck. So I know that Spirit is saying that I feel like you're in a place of one foot in, 1 foot out type of deal. Okay, here's what it says. We all have an unsuspected reserve of strength inside that emerges when life puts us to the test. So you may be going through some sort of test right now, a test of strength or a test of patience. here for you. And maybe right now you're needing to summon, I do feel like it is like the strength card in the tarot deck based on what this is saying here. But it's like you're needing strength to overcome some sort of pressing challenge that you're currently going through right now. This is, you are going through a test of strength. There are two different types of strength. So there's that outer and the inner strength. Okay, and so it's like you could be going through some sort of adversity right now that is making you rely on all of your inner strength right now. This is about having control over yourself, and control over any kind of compulsions you may have, or emotions that you may have, and surrendering at the same time. You know, surrendering to divine timing, surrendering to and it's like maybe you're exhausted as well. You know, you've exhausted all of your resources for some of you, because that's something that I just heard. But it's like Spirit telling you to really having fortitude right now. And fortitude means having emotional power to overcome the adversities that you're currently going through, and like really observing your thoughts, your emotions, and responding to the outside world in a calm, compassionate way. So, and it takes a whole lot of strength to be able to do that. And inner strength actually does come from like really harnessing and building up your fortitude. Building up fortitude. So maybe you're dealing with or faced with some sort of stressful situation or challenging situation that you are really trying hard to overcome. And Spirit is also showed me the Four of Wands in my mind's eye. The Four of Wands, it's a card of freedom. It's a card of celebrating how far you've come. And so like I do feel like you have been through so much in your life. You've already overcome so much. And Spirit's like, you need to celebrate how far you've come. Like, just look at all the different trials and tribulations that you've already overcome. Realize the courage that you have to have gone through all of that. And so to think about everything that you've already overcome, and they're saying piece of cake. I don't know what that means, unless it's like that phrase, this ought to be a piece of cake. You know, that's probably what they're meaning. This should be a piece of cake compared to the challenges you've had to overcome in the past. And so one of the things that you're needing to do is just call upon your inner strength to really assist you right now on this difficult journey that you're going through right now, whatever kind of difficulties you're having right now. Your higher self. So it's like one of the things that might be disconnecting you from your higher self is the challenges that you're going through right now, and needing to really call upon that inner strength to gain that fortitude to overcome what you're currently going through. And with that divine timing card, oh yeah, let me get the book back. I want to look at that. Okay, it says, today I accept divine timing. I allow the pacing of the universe to be my own. I allow myself with the tempo of my life precisely as it is unfolding. So this really reminds me of like the hanged man in a sense. Just kind of like surrendering to things unfolding naturally in divine timing. This could be with a relationship or anything that you're currently going through right now. Spirit is just telling you to I feel like what this is that you have some sort of desire, okay? Because this is collective, and I'm seeing many different things, but it's like you have some sort of desire. Maybe it is a desire to learn. Maybe it is a desire to grow, to evolve spiritually. Or maybe it's just a desire for a relationship to progress. Or I didn't mean to say just, because there is no just, but I'm just saying like it could literally be anything because this is collective. But it's like understanding that whatever this is that you're yearning for, that you're waiting for, that there's a process and everything involves taking steps forward, maybe even steps backward. Sometimes we can, leap ahead, but whatever it is, being able to surrender to however quick or slow the beat. It's like understanding that this is a dance with the universe and that your desires is that song. And so it's like really getting in tune with your desires, and you don't want to be ahead of the beat. You don't want to be slower than the beat, and just kind of surrendering to the beat of the music for whatever it is that you're desiring. And I hope that made sense and I explained that the way that Spirit was giving it to me, and really just being in the experience. Being patient, having compassion for yourself, forgiving yourself, being in a place of forgiveness and gratitude. That is so beautiful. Let's see if Spirit wants to give us one more from here. Was that oh, look at this. Overcoming obstacles. I'm going to tell you, whatever it is that you're desiring, you're going to be able to overcome any kind of obstacles. Look, overcoming obstacles, and then look, take the first step. So the only way to overcome these obstacles is one step at a time. Taking that first step is going to lead you to, it's like nobody ever climbed a mountain without taking that first step up the mountain, right? So it all starts with that first step, and just kind of surrendering, finding your own pace, and then having the strength to continue to push forward. Oh my God, this is such a beautiful reading. And I know that I'm not I stumble over my words, but I know what I receive from Spirit, and I know the messages that I receive, and hopefully you are able to understand what I'm trying to say. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. All right. Look. Hold your vision. Hold your vision. You may be in a place of worry right now. You may be worried that you're going to fail. There may be some worry or stress or fear of failure, but Spirit is saying, no way, no way. Whatever it is that you are wanting right now, hold your vision. Stay true to what it is that you want. Also, too, I do see that a lot of you, your third eye is opening. You're able to see beyond the veil. You're seeing through the veil. But it's like Spirit is saying right now, like whatever it is that you're wanting, it's going to take time. Maybe for everybody here watching or that is drawn to this reading, the timing is going to be different for each of you, but you're all like on the same wavelength here, and Spirit's like, hold that vision, whatever it is that you're desiring, you know, and you're feeling worried that you're not going to, it's not going to come true, or you're not going to be able to see it through, or you're not going to be able to make it happen, or like maybe it's, you're worried about the failure of a marriage or the failure of a job, or like, it's because seriously, this is collective. But and if you're drawn to this message, you need to understand that, oh, look at this. And I even said, you guys, your third eye was opened, and look, your third eye is opening. You're extremely psychic. It's almost as if you know that you're going to have whatever it is that you have, this vision that you have. Okay, but you're fearful. You're like, yeah, but what if? Yeah, but if I get too excited, or if I get too happy, or if I believe, what if this, what if that, you know? So, but others of you, it's just like, you're just straight worried that it's not going to happen. And like your galactic ancestors, they are really behind you right now. They are behind you right now. Look, we've got freedom here as well. They're wanting you to really let go, change your perspective, and like see what you're currently going through in a completely different place. But it's like also too, that freedom comes right above the perspective, and it's like seeing the perspective from a whole different view. And birds up in the sky, you know, when they fly, they're able to see things from a different perspective. So it's like they're telling you to kind of look at your problems, like raise above your current problems, so that you can gain a different perspective of what you're currently going through, so you can see better on where you're headed. And look, you're also right here, this is as far as they want me to go, that your manifestation is like whatever it is that you're currently trying to manifest right now, it's going to come in the most unexpected way, and it's also going to be a little bit different than you had expected, but it's still, you know, what it is that you're trying to manifest. It's still exactly what it is that you want. And with that freedom card, that's also that like Four of Wands energy that I was picking up too. Yeah, they want you to stay the course. Don't lose sight of what it is that you truly want. Look, as soon as I took this out the box, we've got the antelope spirit. Life is speeding up. So something here is about to really start to progress and pick up for you. So if you've been kind of like in a place of having to be patient, waiting to see what's going to happen next, waiting to see where, you know, where life's going to take you next, waiting to see what's going to happen with a relationship or a job, or if you're like in this period of kind of waiting right now, things are about to start to pick up for you. Things are really going to start to progress. And then we've got the cow spirit, and this is the miracles are endless. Your life is about to really start to pick up quick and take you towards some sort of miracle in your life. Look, and then we've got the freedom is yours. These are in reverse, and with this particular deck, when the cards are in reverse, it just means that Spirit wants you to pay extra close attention to that reading. Also too, it's card number 33, which I think the last reading I did, we had a whole lot of threes for you guys. There's something that I'm picking up in your life that you're either like working on now, like putting action into now, you're taking action on, or there's something that's coming in very quickly that you're going to have to take action on. I've got a private reading in just a few minutes, so I'm going to pull one more card for you guys, but I will be back. I'm going, well, I don't want to say anything, but I will be back in a little bit. Okay. One more message here for collective, for those that are seeing this. Spirit, show me clearly one more message. What do they need to know? Those that are currently watching this, what do they need to know? What do they need to know? You know, the ones that are watching right now, Spirit, that are still watching, what do they need to know? Okay, and it's in the reverse, so we're going to flip it up. Also, it's card number 12, which reduces to a 3. So another 3. We got 3, 3, 3 that showed up in your reading. This is Canary Spirit, and look, it says sing your own song, and that's exactly what they were giving me when I was about the song, staying in tune with what it is that you want. With this particular card, this is not what the book says that it means, but this is what I'm picking up. This is about you, like, getting in tune with what it is that you desire and staying in that beat. Don't get ahead of the beat. Don't go below the beat. Just kind of surrendering to the frequency of what it is that you truly desire and want. That's what I picked up, but they're also nudging me to look at the book as well. So that's what we're going to do. Also, birds are very significant because they have showed up many times in your reading. So your spirit team does communicate with you through birds. If you're watching this, you probably already know this. You probably already see them, hear them a lot. But this says, Canary Spirit arrives to help you find your authentic voice and express what is in your heart. Some of you are, your throat chakra is opened. I feel like many of you, your throat chakra had been closed and now it's opening or is opened. And so this is about you freeing yourself to experience that inner light, letting that inner light shine. Speaking up for yourself as well. Also communication is very important for you guys. This may be communicating with a partner, family, friends, but I'm seeing a lot of communication for you guys here. This is also too, like, I'm seeing you really going to be in a place of like singing for joy is what I'm seeing too. Like, some of you may actually, like, quite literally have been spending time singing. You may Spirit is like showing me someone singing alone. Like, you're just like, you may have recently been singing alone or singing in your car or something like that. That's not for everyone, but that's what I'm seeing. It says, now is the time to let the world know who you really are. So letting people know who you are, letting, whether this be like the whole world or just like those in your world, freeing yourself, to speak up for yourself, freeing yourself and expressing yourself, expressing your desires. Fully being yourself around, like, within relationships, giving yourself permission to be yourself and to speak up for yourself, finding your voice is going to help you find harmony and joy within yourself. Making music with others. Maybe you had been suppressing your voice because it did come out in the reverse. So maybe you have been like really suppressing your voice and now it's starting to open. And you're maybe you had been telling people what they want to hear. Or there'd been somebody that was just telling you what you wanted to hear because it was in the reverse. Okay? Really ask yourself, are you hiding who you truly are? Maybe this is somebody's cue that it's time to come out of the closet. You know, maybe you've been hiding who you truly are, and that's not for everyone, but the person that is watching, you know who you are. You know that you haven't been real with yourself about who you really are. And it's time for you to give yourself permission to be yourself. Maybe you're afraid that people will think what people will think of you. Maybe you're afraid that people will think you're too different. If they knew the truth about you, if they knew this or if they knew that, how would they treat you? Would they treat you differently? Like, do you say things just because you don't want to cause an argument as well? And understand that not everyone is going to like you, and that's okay. Not everyone is going to agree with you, and that's okay. But your experience in this lifetime is not to bring, for others. It's your experience and yours alone. And if other people have the right to express themselves, then why not you? You know, it's okay for you to be unique. Like, that uniqueness about you being who you really are is what the world is made up of. I mean, like, how boring would it be if we were all the same and we all had the same point of view and we all agreed on everything? That would be just a nightmare. So anyways, there's also, I feel like there's some sort of communication coming in for you. Some of you, it's like you're going to be receiving some sort of communication because this was in the reverse. So I am kind of feeling like that's what it is. It's like there's some sort of communication that's coming in towards you. So I do want to just like double check here. I'm going to grab my tarot and just pull a card to see what this is about. So some of you, it's like you expressing yourself, you communicating to someone else, and others of you, you're receiving some sort of communication. But also too, like, I'm getting someone that's been doubting, like you could be doubting yourself and afraid to speak what you are receiving. Like, you're afraid to say something, or you're doubting yourself, so you don't say what, you don't say it, or something like that, if that makes any sense to you guys. Like, you may, doubt your knowledge, doubt what you know, or, something like that, and you don't speak up, you don't say it. You could also be fearful of judgment. Spirit, can you give us one card to clarify the Canary Spirit card that came out in the reverse? Okay, the Ten of Cups with the Three of Swords. Some of you are afraid to, you're afraid to say something to your family. You're afraid to speak up about how you feel. You could be fearful of, it's just like, this is, getting in tune, in balance with the things that you truly want as well. You could be have a fear of loss, of failure. And one last card, Spirit, for the collective. Okay. The Emperor, that is just feeling the fear and doing it anyways, my friend. Feeling the fear, doing it anyways, taking action. The Emperor isn't afraid of what he says. Some of you, though, you could be fearful of speaking to your father, or saying something to your father, speaking up for yourself to your father, maybe coming out to your father. Others of you, this is like the Emperor came out yesterday in yesterday's collective reading too. You could be fearful of speaking to some sort of an authority figure as well. Or some sort of masculine role in your somebody in a masculine role. Or could be, I just heard it's always an argument. So it's almost like some of you have to repress what you feel half the time, or like bite your tongue because you don't want to argue with someone. Damn, I could really go a whole lot deeper into this and do like another hour, but I really got to get going. But I will be back a little bit later, and hopefully Spirit will pick up where it left off. Otherwise, we will just do a completely different message depending on what I get when I do the meditation before the collective reading. But this is what I have for you guys, and I love you all so much. And again, if you want your own personal private reading, please feel free to email me. I would love to hear from you, even if you just want to say hi. And the divine in me bows to the divine in you. Namaste.